Everyone, and welcome to another edition of Booze and Hacking. I am your host, Dark Hoodie. We are back with another TryHackMe room. This one is called DAV or Dave. There are two flags to be had here, so let's jump into it. But first, let me show you what we're having today. Today, I am having the most wonderful bourbon, Basil Hayden. This stuff is absolutely wonderful. If you've never had it before, I would urge you to avail yourselves. It is so smooth, it just goes down like water and flavorful, and just one of the better bourbons out there. So if you fancy a drink, then please come join me while we tackle this room. So I have already begun my scans. We are here with my Nmap scan that I ran with my Python script. And based on this, so far I see port 80 is open and it is running Apache. So that's good to know. As you see, I typically involve all the vulnerability, the vulners in my Nmap scans. There's a lot of CVE numbers here, things I can look at. I just want to see what's out there in case I need anything. But there is a lot here to be had. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's really all that vulnerable to this. Maybe these things have been patched. But they reference these vulnerabilities. So one of the things that's interesting here is WebDAV, and WebDAV is a remote tool that allows you to edit web pages. So I have a feeling that this might be something that I can exploit. So here we go. Let's go to our browser and take our IP address, which is 10.10.108.19. Let's go 10.10.108.19. See what we come up with. So here we have the default Apache page. Nothing unusual here. As usual, I like to take a look at the source code, see if there's anything here that is worth looking at. And judging from what I see here, it looks like your standard default Apache page. So I will back out of that. And now let me go back to my terminal for a second, because I did run GoBuster. And it's just about done. And there is the WebDAV subdirectory of the Apache page. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to add WebDAV. And here we have a login page. So as this is the default page, I did some recon earlier and found that there are some default creds that I can use. I went up here and I took a look at this, and I found here these default creds, a username of WAMPP, and the password is XAMPP. So I'm going to try these out, see if these work. So I will go back to my page. So WAMPP, XAMPP, WAMPP, XAMPP. And, oh, look at that. And we've got something here. So we have a parent directory, and we have something that looks like it says password.dav. Let's see what happens if I click into this. And we have a type of hash. Haven't seen this type of hash before. I'm not going to tackle this just yet. Let's see what else I can find. All right. Oh, it's my scan is finished, and yep, there it is. WebDAV. Okay. So in my searches, now that I'm in the site and I did the password.dav, I'm going to see if there is a vulnerability in Metasploit. So let's clear this up, and I'm going to launch Metasploit here. While that launches, I did some more recon on this, and I have found that there is a way I can exploit WebDAV and get a shell. So here it is, the WebDAV that I'm going to try to exploit. It references something called Cadaver, which I found down here. I can get a shell using something called Cadaver. So let's get back to this. Wait for Metasploit to open. Any day now. All right, there we are. Looking good. Okay, there we are. Okay, so I'm going to search Cadaver, see what it says. Any day now, Metasploit. This is why I like to do my scans ahead of time. All right. In an effort to save some time here, I'm going to break out of this for a second. And in my research, I found that I could probably get into the site using Cadaver. And in case anyone is interested on what Cadaver is, Cadaver WebDAV. Let's see. So Cadaver supports file upload, download, and on-screen display. This is good because based on this earlier page, based on this page here, if I go back one, I could probably upload a PHP reverse shell, put it here, and use that to gain entry. So let's give that a shot. So I'll go back to my terminal, and I'm going to do Cadaver http://10.10.108.19/webdav. And this is most likely the creds from before, so it was WAMPP and XAMPP. Ah, we've got something. We're in. It looks like we're inside the web server. I'm going to run a list, and there's password.dav. Okay, that's the file that I want. Not sure how to read that yet, but I can see it. So now what I'm going to do is, where did I keep my PHP reverse shell? I'm going to add that to the site. Let's get another tab going. And there it is right there. That's my reverse shell. Where am I? Okay. So now I'm in this directory. I will go back. I'm going to add this. So I'm going to do put /home/darkhoodie/ be sure of the name, php-reverse-shell.php, php-reverse-shell-php. Let's see if we can upload this. All right, now I'm going to go back to that page and let's refresh this. There it is. Awesome. Now I can't hit that yet because I need to get a listener going. So netcat-lnvp 4444. All right. My listener is running, and I am going to go ahead and hit my reverse shell. And now let's go back to my terminal. And look, my listener picked it up. I've got a shell going. So I need to make this a bit more stable. So I am going to do Python -c import pty semi pty dot spawn quote /bin/bash end quote, close parenthesis, and quote again. All right, there we go. My shell is much more stable now. Let's have a look around, see what's in here. And let's see if I can, nothing here seems to be very unusual. Let's go to the home directory. Oh, there's a WAMPP. There's something called Merlin. That seems strange. Let's cd into Merlin. Let's cd into Merlin. There we go. Let's see what's in here. And there's my user.txt file. So I've got my first flag. Let's go ahead and cat that. And I'm going to copy that and paste it into my room. First flag done. All right. And now for the root flag. Let's get back to the shell. Let's see. Need to figure out what my permissions are. Let's see. So now I'm going to do my trusted sudo -l. And according to this, user www-data, which is what I'm in right now, may run the following commands. Look, no password bin cat. All right. So if I run bin cat, then I should be able to get some permissions here. So I already have permission. I can just go ahead and do this. So I'm going to run cat and do root and do root.text. See if this gives me anything. And there's my root flag. So I am basically done. Let me just copy that and go back to my room and paste that in there. And we are done, folks. So this was a very easy room. The WebDAV vulnerability clearly is pretty dangerous if it's not patched. So I would say that if you are running that type of web server, make sure you are not running something that is out of date. Make sure it's fully patched. So we are done with this room. Thank you all for attending. If you enjoyed this, I would encourage you to please like and subscribe, and hope to see you all in the next room. Stay safe and hack the planet.